Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone of whom I learned from and who rule well. And a shalom to the hope elect, 144,000 chosen, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yasharala to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahushai. This is your brother Radah. We got to stay on this. We got to show you the hypocrisy of this specific man, of this race of people. We got to show you some of his strategies. And we got to show you, we just got to show you his inability to correctly bring righteous, balanced judgment to issues of wickedness within his own house. And if he cannot get his own house in order, if he refuses to get his house in order, how can he possibly bring correction to your house? And when I say house, I'm talking about your family, which goes into your lineage, which then goes into your nation or race of people. This is the race of man. This is the specific man who wants to gather all people under himself. Don't get it twisted. Just because he's kicking out Jake right now, because he's attacking the northern kingdom, the so-called Latinos, who are the northern Hebrew Israelites, known as Ephraim or Israel, don't think he doesn't want to have people underneath him that are not so-called white. That's all he's been about. That's the whole basis for America, to have every nation in America with all this confusion, all these contradicting religions and belief systems, but as he sits on top of everybody. I believe that's in Habakkuk. He gathers all people. He gathers all people under himself. But I want to show you something. I want to show you the wicked hypocrisy of Esau not judging himself. Right? Let me see. There's one of them. Here's one of the precepts. He holds himself not guilty. He killed. So right now we're seeing his wickedness with his own people. Right? He who is evil to himself. This is in Ecclesiasticus. This is going into the Epstein files, predominantly this doesn't exclude him from doing what he's doing to Jake or any other nation of people, race of people. But right now, with what we've seen in the Epstein files, it's predominantly white children, boys and girls. It's predominantly white teenagers, Edomite teenagers that we're seeing that he's been doing this to. Now, trust me, they're doing this to so-called Negroes, to the southern kingdom, and they're doing this to the northern kingdom, and they're doing this to Moab. They're doing this to everybody. But we've been seeing a lot of them doing this to their own people, right? So this is what this precept covers. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? So if he can't be good to his own people, right? We shall not take pleasure in his goods. If he can't be good to his own fucking people. Let's just grab one real quick video out of, there's a lot right now on Instagram. If he can't be good to his own, all these are all Epstein videos. Every single fucking one of these. Every little girl sitting on his lap. That's not his daughter. That's somebody else's daughter.
Here's a photo of.
Okay, so this image is.
What do you think?
Okay, so this image is going viral right now. This is the princess of Bulgaria over here.
It's supposed to be a woman with those fucking arms and that horrible fucking cosmetic surgery job done to his face. That's supposed to be a woman.
Kalina. And many people, people had ideas about, Michelle Obama. Many people wondered, just kind of, if you know what I mean. Also, Barbara Bush. You may pick up what I'm putting down.
You can see it. The devil transforms himself into an angel of light. That precept, they call bitter, sweet, sweet, bitter, up, down, up, light for darkness and darkness for light. And they turn men into women and women into men. And this is the specific race of people that has mastered that wicked practice on the left-hand side. You can see that woman has manly features in her fucking face. And you see who's underneath her. George Bush, the devil.
On here, this one also, people wonder if they're kind of installed as some form of subconscious, subliminal manipulation, when they install these people.
See, even when these fucking people speak, because he could be Jake. Northern Kingdom. But for the most part, I mean, he sounds, let's go to the page. He sounds like a fucking, the way Edomites, when Edomites are speaking about their people, they are incapable of coming from the scriptures, from the precepts. They speak from their own resources. And they don't have any righteousness of their own.
And of course, we can't forget Bridget Macron. Watch how
that's the wife, that's the man wife of the dude from France. Watch how this fucker sits down.
She sits down here. Many people are puzzled. It just seems odd. Just watch. That's usually how someone else sits down.
So these fucking people, everything about these fucking people is being exposed. They sit on top of the earth and they're all doing this weird shit.
What do you think about the... I'm going to say something about the Epstein...
The red shoes goes into the skin of the human, the childs that they sacrifice. It's a trophy. So every one of those red shoes is made out of skin of some child that they offered up to Moloch. And they permanently wear it around. That's what that shit means, bro. This is who these motherfuckers are. And this is the race of people who has classified us as 3/5 of a human, hyper predators. These are the people who have slandered us every day in their media for the past 150, 200 years, writing their pseudoscience about us, constantly putting us on the television as these messed up, animalistic, lawless people. The whole time they were doing this. So this is like a double negative on these fuckers, right? So I wanted to grab just a couple really quick videos. That's the same guy. The guy in the middle with the suit and the tie, the blue tie on, is the same fucker right here. He's one of the Podesta brothers. And that's the art that he has in his house. Human bodies in contorted positions.
Seem to agree on.
Now that America's...
Okay, so we see that, right? We see that he's bad to himself. Also, and I forgot the other precept, so we're going to just go back to the video. But look at this. Listen to this guy talk.
All right, welcome to the show, y'all. It is...
He also throws up the 666. This dude is controlled opposition. They set up Edomites, white dudes, white women like this to complain about what the elites are doing. So it gives off the illusion, and they even have him in the government. There's always a white dude that he gets exalted, right? And he's against the wickedness of what the Democrats are doing or the Republicans are doing. And what is he? He's another Edomite that's acting like he's upset about what the people that are in power I'm so against it, it's so bad. So it gives off the illusion like there's this struggle of good and evil amongst the so-called white man. And there's not, because scripture says they are the border of wickedness. All of them are bad. This motherfucker throws up the triple hand 6 hand sign 3 times in the first 15 minutes of the show.
Thursday, February 5th. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. We got a lot of stuff to get to. So in just a second, Trump's Department of Justice is now refusing to prosecute.
There's one time. So there it is. There's the first time. So I want you to see this, and also I want you to listen to the government guy. That's just the hypocrisy in what they're saying. You got to see everything in these people, man. These people have to be removed from power. They have to be destroyed. They have to drink the cup. They have to receive what prophecy says has to happen to them. So this dude does this 2 more times that I counted in this video while he's posing as some righteous person, complaining about what the Epstein files has been showing us.
The Epstein pedos and criminals. So I have a clip of that for you. His deputy attorney general is out there making a total ass, not only of himself, but of the regime in general. So we'll get into that. We also have MAGA hitting a brand new low. Dean Withers, he's a young left-wing commentator. He basically debates MAGA on a daily basis, has like this call-in show. And now you have MAGA. I wish I was kidding. I'm not kidding. Now you have them calling in and asking, hey, why is it wrong to grape kids? Why is that wrong? You'll hear it for yourself, so just wait for it. So we'll get into that. We also have the Trump regime.
You saw it again. You did it again. Hold on.
Grape kids. Why is that wrong? You'll hear it for yourself, so just wait for it. So we'll get into that. We also have the...
So that's the second time he's done it. This dude is fucking controlled opposition. Even this guy is a fucking Freemason. He's allowed to sit in this studio and talk shit about white people. And every time he throws up the symbol, he shows you whose side he's on. He's just he's a puppet. He's another fucking puppet. You can see it's had 126,000 views in 6 hours. It'll probably double or triple that amount within the next day or so, right? So and then you can see all the fucking comments, all the Edomites talking. Oh, what the fuck are we still paying taxes? Look, this is how they respond. They murdered half the witnesses and victims. Saw great. There's no precepts. There's no understanding. There's absolutely no light in here. What does it say? To the testimony. Look, to the testimony. To the testimony. If they speak not, it's because there's no light in them. To the law and to the testimony. So you have to have understanding of the law, and you have to understand what the testimony. What's the testimony? The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So you have to understand the law, and you have to understand prophecy, which is the correct gospel of Yahushua. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. There's no fucking light in this dude. Look at his hands, and there's no light in any of these fucking Edomites they're groaning and they're complaining about what their own people are doing, but they're not doing it from a place of light. They're all in fucking darkness. They have absolutely no understanding. And these people are the people who have told the world that they are Christians just because their skin is white, and their skin's not white, it's red and pink. This is the specific race of people. Literally everything about them is a deception. And most of them are so deceived, they don't even realize that they're deceiving others because they've been deceived by their own fucking people, bro. Let's get another precept. So you see it. Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, if they speak not according to prophecy, if they speak not according to the true names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, if they don't understand or even have a love for the law, do we put our faith in the law? No, we put our faith in Yahweh Shai, but we accomplish and we rehearse the righteous acts. We do the things in the law that we are able to do, and the ones that we can't achieve or can't accomplish. The blood of Yahweh Shai and the mercy of Yahweh covers over that. Okay, but we do what we can in the law. We do love the law, and soon the new covenant will be the law written into our DNA, into our inward parts, where we will be programmed by the law. We're obeying and functioning out the law. Living out the law would be no different than breathing in and exhaling out air. You don't have to think to breathe. You just breathe in and out. You just do it. It just happens. You don't have to think to move your fingers. It just happens. I mean, I'm sure your mind's thinking it, but it's not like some concentrated, I gotta make my right hand close and my left hand open. No, it just happens. You just move your legs. You breathe in and out. Your heart beats on its own. That's how it will be for the law when we get our new bodies. Okay, so Isaiah 8:20, one more time. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. There's no light in these fucking people, man. Let's go to another one. He teaches with his fingers. He teaches with his fingers. Let me see if that pulls it up. Yeah. Yep. Okay, go back one. Okay, Proverbs 6:12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teaches with his fingers. Right? Frowardness is in his heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord. That's what this is. That's what this is.
Self.
Let's go back. Let's get it. Let me see if I can get it real quick.
Now you have them calling in and asking, hey, why is it wrong to grape kids? Why is that wrong? You'll hear it for yourself, so just wait for it. So we'll get into that. We also have
So there goes the 666. So This is talking about these people. That's what all their hand symbology, their one eye symbolism, their devil horns, all that shit. That's what this is going into. That's what these precepts are talking about. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teaches with his fingers, because they're froward, right? Let's get one more. 7 abominations are in his heart. Don't trust him when he talks. Let's go back one. Proverbs 26 and 24. This is all applied to Esau, the so-called white man. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh, verse 25, this is Proverbs 26, verse 25, when he speaketh fair, when they act like they're repulsed, when they act like this is an injustice, by golly gee Williker, golly wally gee beep, they're full of shit. They're not speaking according to this word. They're not speaking according to the law or the testimony of Yahweh. They're coming from their own weirdo fucking resources, which is just controlled opposition. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, in his mind. He is made perfect. He is made complete in abominations. Let's let him feet.
So just wait for it. So we'll get into that. We also have the Trump regime.
See, he did it a fucking game, bro. Hold on. So he's done it he does it 4 times, because it's another
to great
time later.
kids. Why is that wrong? You'll hear it for yourself, so just wait for it. So we'll get into that. We also have...
he does it right there. He does. So this is the second time.
The Trump regime is now smearing an innocent man, and they're calling him the leader of Antifa. And of course, they're using that, put him on a domestic terror list, make his life a living hell. Just absolute horror show, so we'll dive into that as well. Nancy Mace appears to be in the midst of some sort of a psychological breakdown. She is forcing her staffers to call her hot on Reddit, among many other things. We'll get into that. Zoran's popularity is surging. Biden now is more popular than Trump is because of the total MAGA collapse. There's a lot of stuff to get to, man. You don't want to miss a second of it. So you guys know the deal. Everybody do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. That helps out big time and costs you nothing at all. You can also support the show on Patreon. Remember, guys, this is real independent media. And that...
See him? He just keeps doing it. There's a reason why he's doing it. Anyways, we're going to stop focusing on that. Watch this government official speak.
Means I don't talk to any advertisers. I've never done an ad read. I've never talked to a billionaire or a government or a PAC or anything like that. You guys support this show from the ground up, and we have the default ads on YouTube, and that's it. So thank you to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. You make it work. Thank you to everybody who tips with the thanks button on YouTube. And, of course, you could sign up for Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack, because you can get some exclusive content there. You get the full interviews as soon as they drop, and the video version of it as soon as they drop. So sign up on Substack to see the full interviews. And that's all I got, man. And, of course, Corn's World. Go sub to Corn's World, because we do live Kyle and Corn episodes every Monday night over there. You don't want to miss that. It's a lot more laid back and chill than this show is. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So, look, we've done now, 3, 4, 5 different segments that really, break down the Epstein files as they've come out, right? We've discussed the Epstein emails. We've discussed the text messages with Bannon. We've discussed the files themselves. We've discussed the FBI intake forms. We've discussed the actual cases against Epstein. We've gone through all of it, right? And the broad takeaway that everybody with a functioning brain has at this point is that there's a shadow government of moneyed interests that actually runs the world. And effectively, they're this cabal of pedophile, rapist, billionaire sadists. And Jeffrey Epstein was one of the most...
It's like the 5th time he's now done that. So this guy he's 1,000% controlled opposition, but I'm trying to get to the point where the other government officials spotting, but I just keep noticing, you guys got to see him doing this. This is not just random. This is all intentional. It's on purpose. All of these people are fucking wicked. They're all being exposed by the Most High.
Powerful ones in the world, okay? And he ran a honeypot operation. He ran a blackmail operation. He was a freelancer with different intelligence agencies around the world. He's worked with Russian intelligence. He's worked with Mossad. He's worked with the CIA. And had a lot of dirt on a...
God damn, man. This nigga just the whole podcast is this nigga fucking doing triple six hand signs.
A lot of very powerful people, and he was directly involved in the decision-making for some of the most crucial economic and foreign policy decisions of modern history, right? Well, you would think that with this giant network coming out, this giant criminal network of wealthy elites who think they're above the law, that the
Just so here, I'm reminded. Hold on, look at this. Just since we're on the topic, look.
Spielberg is.
Here, watch. I didn't notice it until I watched it again. Now, this woman that's giving you a testimony of the so-called Frazzle Drip movie, which is Anthony Weiner's wife and Hillary Rodham Clinton sacrificed a young little girl, but they cut her face off. Supposedly, the police officers found this video on Anthony Weiner's laptop, and when they saw it, all of them were killed. They all committed suicide, supposedly. The video of Hillary Clinton cutting this girl's face off and then wearing it, her face on, putting a little baby girl's face on her face, and then tormenting the baby girl with her face on her face, became famous amongst the elites in Hollywood, where they then wore shirts with a bloody face on it, and that's what it meant. This woman's going to describe the story. Watch what she does.
To me, I would not advise you to have a look at
This woman is a witch. She's being posed as like just some random woman, right? Oh, she cares so much. No, watch what she does as she's telling the story. She's doing the same thing this white dude's doing in the show. Watch.
She and her spokeswoman, they put a 5-year-old girl naked on. Somebody sent it to me. I would not advise you to have a look at it. She and her spokeswoman, they put a 5-year-old girl naked on a table, bind it, and then with a scalpel they start to remove, bind it, and then with a...
See what she's doing? She's making a 666 hand sign right across her forehead.
Scalpel, they start to remove her spokeswoman. They put a 5-year-old girl naked on a table, bind it, and then with a scalpel, they start her spokeswoman. They put a 5-year-old girl naked on a table, bind it, and then with a scalpel, they start to remove the face, bind it, and then with a scalpel, they start to remove the face, bind it. And then with a scalpel, they start to remove the face, bind it, and then with a scalpel, they...
See it? It's a 666. So she's acting like she's a witness, and that she's horrified, and that she's upset at what she saw, yet she's signifying to the people who are in the know, she's actually one of them. She does the same shit. She's in the know. She's signifying a 666 across her fucking forehead as she's trying to act like she's a witness to a horrific story about a little girl getting her fucking face cut off. I didn't even notice it until after I watched my video again. I was like, wait a minute, this bitch is fucking doing all these people, dude, this, you got to see this shit, man, for what it is.
Start to remove the face.
Oh my God.
And you hear this child screaming, and they take off the face, and Hillary Clinton puts it on her face and goes to the child. You see, the child is all flesh, and then the eyes, and this child sees her own face on the face of Clinton.
That's also a symbol. That's also a symbol right there.
And then the eyes, and this child sees
the two fingers. That's also a symbol for the inversion. When they turn a woman into a man and a man into a woman. Trust me, that's what that means. This bitch is a fucking high-level witch acting like some fucking Hungarian bitch that's poor, that makes bread all day. No, this bitch is involved in all that shit. She does human sacrifice too. And she's been allowed to tell the story like she's some poor Hungarian woman somewhere that saw what the fuck? How did she get to fucking see it? Nah, bro, she's controlled opposite. Dude, she's part of it. They're bragging, you guys. Anyways, let's go back to this bullshit.
The FBI and the DOJ would at least like pantomime caring about
The only people qualified to talk about Esau the way Esau needs to be spoken about are the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and all the other men that also follow that same doctrine. That's it, man. That's it. You're not going to get the truth from Esau about Esau. You'll get bits and pieces. The good thing about listening to these videos is we're able to then take it and line it up with prophecy and expose these fuckers. But these people cannot repent. They are the border of wickedness. And we are seeing, even in the people who are complaining, that are set up on the internet, that are complaining about the Epstein files, they're a sign, they're a part of it. Just to misguide, to continue misguiding the minds of the people.
This and caring about, justice and locking up the bad guys. But no, here we have Deputy Attorney General.
This is what I wanted to get to. Check this shit out.
Todd Blanche, and he goes on Laura Ingraham's show, and what he says is a quote that I think will haunt Republicans forever, because this is the ultimate abdication of your duty as somebody who's involved with the law. So let's listen to this, and then we'll react.
Is there any chance that any of these individuals who partied with Epstein and engaged in relations with minors will be prosecuted?
Look at how she phrased the question, too. They partied with Epstein and they engaged in relations with minors. This is a softball.
There goes the triple. Look. So listen to what he's saying. What he's saying is very powerful. Look what his hands are doing, though. This guy is controlled opposition, just like the woman that's asking the guy the question. She's asking him a straight up question, and then the dude gives a goofy fucking answer. But look at, you got to see all of this. You got to see the whole thing. What's the point for his fingers doing that? That is a 666 hand sign, bro. But listen to the answer.
Down the center of the plate from Laura Ingraham. This is where you go, yes, we're going to investigate it and we're going to prosecute the criminals. That's the only acceptable answer. She literally said the ones who partied with him and engaged in relations with underage girls. Okay?
I'll never say no, and we will always investigate any evidence of misconduct. But as you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. And so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have...
See how this fucking supposedly, this is a high-ranking white male in law. He's supposed to be someone who prosecutes transgression or wickedness. Look how he's speaking about fucking Epstein and what they did, bro. They're just shrugging it off. Oh, I mean, we have to prove what he did. We got to further study. We got to see. We don't know if he did anything. Dude, this is fucking, but this is who these people are. They hold themselves not guilty. What is it? They kill us and hold themselves. They hold themselves not guilty. They hold themselves not guilty, man. Look. So Zechariah 11:15, the whole complete precept. Zechariah 11:4, thus saith Yahweh my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, right? And hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Now, this is applying to what they did to us and what they do to us in slavery, in Jim Crow, with the 13th Amendment, what they're doing now, and how we're going to go into fucking Jacob's trouble. But you're also seeing it here with their own fucking people being busted. They hold themselves not guilty. They're not going to fucking pursue themselves the way they oppress us and everybody else, which shows you that this is a lawless man. This is a lawless house. This is a lawless race of people. Because the law applies to us, and when we broke the law, we went into slavery because we broke our law, you guys. The Most High proves his fathership and his covenant with us by disciplining us first as sons in front of the whole world, and he has reserved the wicked for the last because they are not his sons, and he has reserved the wicked for the last. This is why they get punished last. Because they're not going to do it. And the Most High has to send Yahweh to do it. Because they're not going to hold themselves guilty.
Epstein. And so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have done horrible things. And if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But
if we have evidence, and yet we're looking at all these emails and all these videos of just children that are not Epstein's children sitting on his fucking lap, in a pool, running around a house, taped to the fucking desk. Same thing with Trump. But that's not enough evidence?
It's also the kind of thing that the American people need to understand, that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. It isn't a crime to have
Didn't look like that's all that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak. And so we need witnesses and we need
Are there
evidence.
videotapes that you all have? Or?
I can't imagine.
Isn't a crime to have
Didn't look like that's all that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak. And so we need witnesses and we need
Are there
evidence.
videotapes that you all have? Or?
I can't imagine this extent, this degree.
Look, and as he's posing, so look how layered this is. As this Edomite is posing like he's righteous, oh, this is preposterous. Oh my God, I can't believe he's doing all this. He's throwing up their symbols that represent their household, the same symbols that represents, oh fuck, Slovakia. The same symbols that represent.
All right, welcome to the show, y'all.
The same symbols.
Brazilian relations with underage girls. Would at least is a softball down. Okay.
I'll never say no. And we will.
The same symbols that represent him, and the same symbols that he fucking throws up. This fucker's throwing up, claiming that he's against or upset about what this. It's all an act. The only people qualified. The only people who will speak the truth about this from the scriptures, remember, according to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. They're not speaking according to the law and to the testimony, you guys. They're speaking from their own resources using symbols. So this is all darkness. There's no repentance in this race of people.
Any evidence of misconduct. But as you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. And so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have done horrible things. And if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But it's also the kind of thing that the American people need to understand, that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. It isn't a crime to have.
Didn't look like that's all that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak. And so we need witnesses and we need
Are there videotapes that you all have? Or?
I can't imagine this extent, this degree of.
And this piece of shit, look. Come on, man. Come on, you guys. Everything. These 7 abominations are. When he speaks fair, believe him not, for 7 abominations are in his heart. That's what I'm going to title this lesson, man. Because we got to see these motherfuckers for what they are. I have made Esau bare; he shall no longer be able to hide himself, man.
Criminality being revealed in front of the world. And then your reaction is, well, I mean, it's not really a crime to party with Epstein. Like, what do you want me to say? Yet nobody's saying it's a crime to quote.
How many times is this nigga gonna throw up the triple hand sign, the 666 hand sign, while he acts like he's so righteous and he's so against what's happening? Wild, huh?
Quote, party with Epstein. What we're saying is shit like this is a crime. Here's an email from Redacted. Why is that person even redacted? To Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. Does that sound like they were just, quote, partying? Is that what that sounds like? How about this one? From Redacted to Jeffrey Epstein. New Brazilian just arrived. Sexy and cute. 9 years old. Does that sound like it's just partying? Is it just partying for Jeffrey Epstein to have multiple aliases and for him to have about a dozen passports of girls from the post-Soviet bloc countries where they went there? It was their hunting ground. They had scouts to go out there to basically handpick who's going to be child trafficked. Okay? All of this stuff is on the record. All this stuff is known now. There are literal pictures in the Epstein files of the passports that he had of young girls. Okay? Does this look like, oh, it's just partying? No, there were countless examples.
So you see it. So I'm just gonna be done with it. Fucking A, man. Just everything about these motherfuckers, bro. So I'm just like, oh my God, bro. So all these precepts, all right. I'm going to end it with this one. Proverbs 26:25. Hold on. Proverbs 26:24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. Verse 25, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Do not believe these motherfuckers because they speak softly and by golly, golly, wally. They've mastered how to act like that in public. Meanwhile, they're the most wicked motherfuckers on planet Earth. I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakadosh, and double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, of whom I learned from. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.